I've got the world in my fingertips locally, vocally, reaching the beach in the south of France, hoping the chance to advance.
Are your thoughts hermetically sealed? And who is the real thrice great? Good old Trismegistus? Yeah, it's quite the archetype, something to really live up to. That's a really high gold standard, yeah. 333, les amis. So, yeah, you might have had in your thoughts that Thoth, or Thoth, was that thrice great, yet he is a imposter. He is not the author of Hermeticism. Hermetic principles, they're eternal. He stole certain knowledge from the Emerald Covenant and transcribed certain things in on his emerald tablets. Now there's a huge history that I've gone in with a certain mix. I just want y'all to know in this quick little video that stumbling across or even delving into these emerald tablets, there's going to be some great information, of course. Yet he's going to put it in his terms as far as how he sees, our ancestors through his reptilian, draconian fucking lens. And it's very insidious and subtle how they distort and invert things. So that's just something to keep in mind. And those who know fucking know, and we really want to take it back to the original teachings. Ooh, Raven. Where's the other one? Hunin and Mugen. Who are the companions of the real thrice greats? Odin, right? So yeah. It's just... Oh, there's the other one. That's awesome. I haven't seen these guys out for a while. It's quite a synchronicious sight. But yeah. Are we the masters of ourselves? Masters of our thoughts, masters of our emotions, masters of our actions, behaviors, right? Get that hermetically sealed personality active in this reality.
All it is the separate principles. Consciousness awareness and not rituals. Transit the darkness to light your visuals. Manifesting the spiritual.
Alright, so you don't have to believe me to, for these things to be true. It's not about me. It's not about what I've heard or researched and all that. It's for your people to really look at these things themselves. And, weigh it up to everything else. So, yeah, of course, Hermes, right? It's the Greek name for Thoth. Yet, the Hermetica goes well beyond just Thoth and what he stole. So, that's why, yeah, I have compassion for people that were not aware of this type of information. This is first movie theater, by the way, apparently. La Ciotat, Les Frères Lumière, look it up. The train that arrives into La Ciotat. But anyways, yeah, I love Manly P. Hall. Yet, do I agree with everything he says? No, of course not. Just like almost anyone I've ever heard in my life. We're not going to agree with everything that anyone says. It's just about aligning to truth and the highest good, cosmic law, and that kind of shit, which goes beyond the 7 principles. The Kybalion is great, yeah. It wasn't written by Thoth or whatever, but there are laws beyond just the 7, and like the 8th of that generative principle, as Mark Passio talks about. But you want to talk about like the law of cycles, the law of reciprocity, the law of intention, all these things. Yeah, then we're starting to understand life on higher levels, right? And being able to wield our magic properly in this reality, right? So, So instead of like writing things in the description, you know, I might as well say it to add on, in that it's like I cross-reference these things. I don't just learn it from one single source. I'm offering a few because they correspond and confirm each other. And when I reference that people that know just fucking know, it's more to the tune that, you know, they've, you know, tapped into the ancient ancestral memories, past life experiences possibly, might have had personal experiences of, you know, during the fall of Atlantis, all those fucking battles, before and after. So, yeah, how much have you researched within your soul? You know, getting back in touch with source, to go over, you know, the Akashic records, to really, you know, see, you know, the cosmic history of everything. And yeah, I'm trying to level up to do the same with that. So, yeah. We could say all these things are up to speculation, but this and that, but who's actually trying to go beyond just like halfway and half-truths and that kind of shit, right? So real quick, I'm not trying to act like I fucking know it all. I'm still learning a lot about these things. There's such little information about these things, yet I resonate profoundly with them. And I know that, you know, it's going to be highly debatable. It's going to be met with a lot of resistance because people have spent umpteen hours looking into these things. And at the same time, I can tell you that I've spent at least 50 hours, you know, looking into, you know, this whole Betrayal of Thoth situation. So yeah, I understand that, you know, folks latched onto some ancient knowledge that, you know, thought was, you know, 100% legit. Unfortunately, it's not the case, yet there's a lot of great things in it. You know, I'm not here to fucking deny that. But you have to understand what, you know, this whole paltering business is about, and how they use it against us, and how these have kind of been the blueprints for these dark occultists to use it against us as well. You know, like, when were the Emerald Tablets, you know, discovered, and how long has that knowledge been known in the esoteric dark occultist domain type of thing? So yeah, there's so much to consider. So I just want y'all to keep that in mind when going over these sacred Hermetic principles, as is bigger than Thoth. What you thought?
Everything in practice here all goes back to the first cosmic law. It is all about your state of mind. And the first step will forever be the thought, which is Thoth. When the Thothians betrayed the wisdom councils, this is when mankind fell. I'm taking it back hundreds and hundreds of thousands of fucking years here. I'm not going to get into the details of what manifested in context to that, but you need to realize what the word Thoth actually means. Thoth means thought. And when thought betrays wisdom, that is when you become a slave. Thoth was an Anu Draconian, avian reptilian. And before the Dark Luciferian rebellion took place in full force, the true motivation of Thoth's allegiance to further the Anunnaki domination agendas of Enki and Enlil were revealed, which were to completely annihilate the original genetic template of all 12 human races, for achievement of taking over the solar system.
The guardians of trust, but then the truth was never told. Only fatally twisted and distorted as we know. The church and state to be seizing power, lust and greed, manipulated mind speed is just an excuse to disagree. Falsified facts, furnished for fornication, contaminating for fun. It paints the purest illustration of how the sickness runs rapid, invading everything you see, from your local senator to your television screen. Cable operators are just promoting entertainers to pollute your mind and soul with these would-be innovators. Far from real creators, tricks of medium, and they're perfectly as the devil's reign just look deep within the signs, altering the features of your body as it climbs. The colors of the apple soak within your skin like turpentine. A matchless problem unless you banish it from your sight. In the deadest of night is where you muster all your might, 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 all your might.